So hi everyone, I'm Charlotte and I'm going to be your presenter for today. Today's webinar is on Facebook Marketplace. So a few things about Facebook Marketplace is that there is no listing fee. It is used by over 800 million people monthly. You can find items to buy or list items to sell. If you already have a Facebook account, you don't even need to sign up. It's already right there for you. It's also accessible on mobile devices and computers. Some items are also eligible for shipping. So some of the pros and cons of Facebook Marketplace are that they're great. You can find great bargains on all kinds of different items, varying from heavily used to never used before, which can be super useful. There are also some free items, and there are no additional fees to use. You can also easily reach out to buyers and sellers, ability to haggle. So if you need to contact someone, if you have a question about a product, then you can just very easily message them on Facebook. Although some of the cons are that the availability of items may depend on the population of your area. The quality of the items and the service will also vary from product to product, so you need to keep an eye out for some bad deals. Maybe do some research on things that you find too. And Facebook doesn't vet buyers and sellers. There are also risks of safety concerns. How to use Facebook Marketplace. So first off, you would need to log into your Facebook account, and if you don't have one, then you would need to create one. On the left side of your homepage, you would click on this button over here called Marketplace. Then while you're on Marketplace page, you can use the search bar at the top to type in the item you're looking for or browse the different categories. So if you don't have a specific item in mind, you can look at the categories to see colors, price range, and more. You can also adjust your location to find sellers near you. If you see an item that you're interested in, you can click on it to find out more information. You can see the condition of the item, the price, and the location. You can also contact the seller to learn more or express your interest in purchasing the item. As you can see here, this is a fridge and it's in good condition, and that's basically what you need to know. To sell an item though, you need to click on Create New Listing. Then you need to select your listing type, either an item for sale, a vehicle for sale, or a home for sale / rent. Then you type in the relevant information about your product, add a picture, and post it to the marketplace. Super simple. When you start buying or selling, you'll see messages from interested people in the Selling tab right here. If you want to receive notifications when certain items become available, you can set them up with the Notifications tab, which again is super easy. What are some frequently asked questions? So, do I need to have a Facebook account to access Facebook Marketplace? So you can look at items on Facebook Marketplace without being signed into a Facebook account. However, in order to contact the sellers themselves and make offers, you must be signed in. But if you're just browsing, you don't need an account. How do ratings work on Facebook Marketplace? So Marketplace has a 5-star rating system. You can rate a seller once you bought something from them or have interacted with them, and if you've had a negative experience with a buyer or seller, you can leave a poor rating, block them, and or report them to Facebook. Is Facebook Marketplace safe to use? It is safe as long as you take the necessary precautions. Rather than sharing your private address, consider meeting them in a public space with other people around, and if possible, inspect the item in person before sending payment. Because again, there can be scams. Don't respond to messages or emails that ask you to provide verification codes or account information, such as your email address and password. If you're selling electronics, make sure you've cleared any personal information from the device, just as an extra safety precaution. What can't I buy or sell on Facebook Marketplace? Facebook Marketplace doesn't allow listings for animals, prescription products, adult products, alcohol, job postings, recalled products, and discriminatory items. To see a full list of prohibited items on the Terms and Policies webpage, you can click in this link, which is also in the shareable presentation. Some other examples of online marketplaces could include Kijiji, eBay, Etsy, AliExpress, Craigslist, Amazon, and many more. Like I said at the beginning of the presentation, there is no fee to list things, whereas on Etsy, there is a fee and a percentage of the profit that they get back, which is why Marketplace is another great option for online selling. Now there will be a live demo of Facebook Marketplace.
Hi everyone. So I'm just going to do a quick live viewing of how to work Facebook Marketplace. So first, you're just going to have to log into your Facebook. So onto the left of your Facebook page, you'll notice that right below your name, there's the Marketplace. So you want to press on that to get there. And right away, there's a bunch of listings, possibly like based off like your current searches on Facebook. So like I recently searched that phones, but this is browse all. For right here in the search marketplace, you could search up items that you're interested in buying. So for example, I'm interested in buying a potted plant. So after I searched that up, a bunch of listings will show up, and right here they'll tell me the locations that they're located in, that the seller is selling them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press on one. Right away when you click on it, you can see the photos that the seller posted. And onto the right, there's a information that the seller provided about the plant. So the words that I just highlighted right now, it tells you the location and how long ago the item was listed. The details, you could see the condition, what's the item is like. Right here is the seller information. You could press on seller details, and you can check the ratings that the seller has. Like, so from what we can see, the seller has pretty good ratings based out of 6 stars. This is what other buyers have said about the products that they sold in the past. Someone said that they have good pricing, and it tells you about that they live in Niagara Falls and when they joined Facebook, how many listings they had. So right here, you can send a message to the seller. Usually there's a prepared message saying, "Hi, is this available?" You don't necessarily have to type that. If you don't want to send that to the seller, you could just delete it and type your own message. And then when you're ready, you could just send that message. So you can control the filters of the searched items that you looked up. So this is within 60 kilometers. If you wanted something a little closer to home, you could change it to, for example, 10 kilometers. And then all you just have to do is just press apply. There's different options that you could sort by. So you could sort it by distance, so nearest first, or by the date and the price, whether or not you want the highest priced item or the lowest priced item. You can also set your minimum price range. So for example, I'm looking for something that is $0. And my maximum price range that I'm willing to spend is $20. And then you could also filter the condition. So you could choose all, whether or not you want the item to be new, used. For the date, you could look at items since like the last 24 hours or in the last week or the last month. And you can also filter out the availability, whether or not if the item has been sold or is still available. And below, there's more categories that you can choose from. So there's vehicles, property, rentals, apparel, classifieds, electronics, entertainment, family, free stuff, etc. So there's also this notify me button. So you can get notified when new listings match your filters and search items. So you're interested in potted plants. I can set my price. And I want my location to be 10 kilometers. So you can create the alert, and every time an item matches that criteria, it'll notify you on your Facebook. You can also create a new listing. So if you're interested in selling items that you have on Facebook, for example, I'm interested in selling an item. So right in this area, you can see a preview of your listing that you're going to post. So right here, you can add photos up to 10. You can put the title of the item that you're selling right here. So for example, I want to sell a plant pot. And you can set the price. So I want to set it for $15. And there's different categories that you can put it underneath. So I'm going to put it underneath garden. So you could judge which kind of condition it is. So the pot I'm selling is like new. And right here, you could type a small description about the plant. So I'm selling a pink plant pot. And you can also put like, I think it would be really good and interesting for buyers to look at if you like, if you make it as detailed. So it's 11 inches. Just details like that is what might interest buyers. You could list it as a single item. If you're selling more than one item, for example, if I'm selling 2 pots, I would put it as list as in stock. And then material, let's say it's a acrylic pot. Some of these are optional. So like you could say, oh, it's for the dining table. And then it's a square shape. You can add the color as well. And right here, you can add tags. So I could add the tag pot, and it'll show up every time someone like search up these tags. And then right here is the location. So I'm selling it from Brampton. And there's also an option, because usually when you're selling items on Facebook Marketplace, it will show to your friends on Facebook. But again, if you don't want them to look at them, you could just simply press hide from friends. And then right here in the preview, you could see what your listing looks like. And if you don't want to like send it right away, you can always just save it as a draft and then come back to it later. So if you go to your listings, you could see what your drafts or your post-it listings here. Go back to your seller dashboard. Right here, when you're selling items, your seller dashboard can tell you how many chats you need to answer, or how many reviews, or how high you are rated on Facebook Marketplace. I believe that is all for the live viewing.